So I want to show you something real interesting. I learned it back when I was a purple belt from Jimmy Harbison, and he only showed it to me once, but it was like so incredible that I never forgot it. And I just want to share with you. I think it's going to be really useful. It's something that you can do for close guard. It's a trap series that makes your overhook game a lot tighter because it addresses some of the holes that exist in that position. All right. So Josh is going to help me. The innovator. I'm going to start all kinds of stuff. So we'll start off with an entry to the overhook. He's going to grip the high collar, and I'm just going to do a pretty standard grip break. Hip up. I use my hip to create space for my hand to come under the wrist. Get my hand, lift the hip. Use my hip to generate force for the grip break. Hand comes from outside to inside. And as I pull, I'm going to shift my hip to the side, duck under, so I can not only get the angle, but also get the grip. Alright? So, from here, he wants to pull his arm out. I have all kinds of attacks in the position. If he stays here, it just can go really bad for him. He's going to pull it out one of two ways. One is he's going to turn his body away and then pull it straight out like a, whipping it out. Or he's going to try to pull it straight up and just kind of yank it out, strongman move. What's more intelligent for him is to whip it out. Alright, so I'm going to address that first. When he turns away from me, that's my trigger that I know he's trying to pull it out. So right now, like, ideally I'm fighting to get angle, and he's fighting to square back up with me. But whenever possible, he's going to try to turn out and whip it out. Whip his arm free, pretty much. As he turns away, my hand wants to go right into his armpit, and my elbow down. This will impede the motion. Makes it harder for him to get out. And once that happens, I want to make it worse. So I'm going to put this foot, same side as the arm is trapped, on his hip, close my knee inside the hip, lock down the arm, and then I'm going to take my hand out. Elbow goes to elbow, hand slides down to the wrist, push the wrist to the sky, and then kick out to create space for my hand to come through. Alright? Then I connect his elbow to my chest, and I'm going to stretch away. It's like I'm trying to pull his shoulder out of the socket. And then I twist. Makes it super tight. Alright? So that's first attack. Second attack, again, we go back into it. This time he turns out, but I'm a little slow. He starts pulling the hand out too. So lift up. So I blocked his shoulder, but I wasn't able to catch the wrist outside. He was able to get the wrist inside. He's almost out. In that case, lift up. My hand that was blocking the shoulder is going to block the wrist. It's going to switch from high to low. And I'm going to collapse around the elbow, and left hand is going to go to his wrist. I'm going to wrist lock by pulling his forearm to me and his wrist away from me while immobilizing the elbow. So he pulls out. I'm a little slow. Still track the shoulder. Lock down on the elbow. Block the hand. Grip. Crunch in. Alright? Wrist lock. Same situation. This comes out a little. I'm a little slow. His hand is able to escape. I go for wrist lock, but maybe he's just not tapping to it. Maybe he's strong. Maybe he's flexible. Whatever. Switch to gripping the wrist and gripping my own wrist, reverse, more grip. Here, I'm going to push his elbow down. And as I push his elbow down, I create space so my leg can go over the elbow. And then I hug the back, underhook the arm, transition, to the triangle. Alright? Now, the fourth situation is he actually does pull it straight out. Now, this is a little bit tricky because to hit this attack, his shoulder has to be rolled up, his elbow has to be rolled down, and I have to bring his elbow inside. So, when we're here, generally this only happens if he's very square with me and he pulls very straight up. In that case, my forearm comes down to right below his elbow, and I'm gonna roll his elbow in as I move my body across. Lock the grip. Now, cable grip, any form of grip that you feel comfortable with. Lock over the shoulder. Pinch your knees in. Hip in. So, like, that's a series that all of that's from Jimmy Harrison. And I learned it once and it was really valuable. It takes a lot of time to practice and make it good enough so it works, because it's a very time sensitive attack sequence. Whoa. Like, I was really blown away when I learned it. And if you devote some time into it, I know you're gonna have success. It's really fun. Alright?